Hey guys, Setting the Net and TV here today. I'm gonna do my top summer bass baits. I'm not gonna do top 5 or top 10 because I don't want to be real specific about it. Cause I mean, there's so much things that work in the summer, but most of this stuff is gonna be for ledges. I'm done fishing shallow in the summertime unless I have to, because all you're catching really much is little ones down here, and the big ones are on the ledges. And I found that out this week when I went down to a river house and I really studied the fish and went fishing, and all the big fish are on ledges. So we're done. I'm done with shallow stuff. I'm just done with it. So all this is mostly gonna be for ledges. I'm gonna throw some shallow stuff in there, but most of this is for ledges. Right here, let me get it set up. Is a drop shot. This is a ledge fishing bait, by the way. Any of y'all know a drop shot is basically a circle hook with a finesse style worm, which I got a Zoom finesse worm on there. Robo worms are real good. I got some of them. I just wanted to try this out first though. And it's basically got a leader on it with a drop shot weight. Make sure you guys can see that. It's just a drop shot weight with a circle hook with a finesse worm of any kind on there. I'll tell you what I throw this on. I do not throw this on a bait caster. I feel like they're too stiff and too heavy for this. This is my drop shot and shaky head combo. It's an Abbey Garcia. If y'all watch my rod and reel review, y'all know what this is. But this, I throw it on just a light spinning reel tackle, and it works really good. But that is one of, and I'm not going in specific order. I'm not going in specific order because they all do good, and I don't like going in specific order on baits because all of them are just too good to compete against one another. Because they all catch fish. So that was the first one. Moving on to the second one. Remember, this is ledge fishing, so just letting y'all know. Swim bait. Everybody knows past few years the swim bait has been hot on the ledges. It's been real hot. It's been a real hot bait. All the pros have been fishing with it on Tennessee River, chains and stuff like that. But it works everywhere if you got good ledges off the main river, and a bunch of shad. Right here I got a Bass Tricks. I think it's a 4-inch. It's either a 4-inch or a 6-inch swim bait rigged up with a 3/8 ounce weedless head. I've tried the non-weedless heads, and all you do is get hung if you're fishing around deep brush piles. So and you got to go to the other side and do all this complicated stuff. So I do the weedless head, and it just bounces through those that brush pile, and it's swimming like this, and it bounces through and let it fall down in that brush pile. You'll get lit up by a big one if he's there. But this bait works really good. I really like the Bass Tricks ones. Has really good detail in them. And the 3/8 ounce head will get down there deep as I'm fishing. I'm fishing all the way to like 35 foot, and it gets down there easily. So. That's the second one. Moving to the third one. Hold up, I gotta tell y'all what I throw this on. The power of this rod is heavy. It's a Duckett Ghost. This is my flipping and pitching thing, but I use it for swim baits in the summer. It's 7 foot 3 inches, and I use a Speed Spool 7.5 to 1 gear ratio on this. So you barely even gotta reel it. Next. Third one, a regular Texas rig. This works on ledges. Everybody knows this works on ledges. Just a regular Texas rig. I ain't got a worm on here, so I usually will throw a a Mag 2 plum worm on the ledges, or either an Old Monster plum worm. From plum to red bug is what I throw for worm-wise color on ledges. Basically what this is just a regular Texas rig, and you will have your about a 3 or 4/0 hook for these big worms. This is what I use most of the time. and I will use a football style head and put my worm on there. That works just as good as this, or if not better. I just don't have none with me right now. So this is taking place for the actual Texas rig. Usually I'll have a bead down here to make some clacking noise down there on the ledges. They kill that. But Texas rig, this is taking place for the wobble head. If I watch Kicking Their Bass a lot, and he makes some wobble heads, and they're awesome. I'm thinking about I'm probably gonna buy some here in a little bit, but I just use wobble heads work too on big worms, and that's what I usually use. But I got Texas rig right here because I ain't got none with me, and I still use the Texas rig. That it does awesome. Duck It Ghost rod. This is my worm rod. Throw with 15-pound fluorocarbon. Works great on the ledges. Last, but this ain't gonna be last. This is last for the ledge fishing stuff. But no, it's not. I still got one more bait. A football jig. Everybody knows a football head jig works amazing on the ledges. You can catch them big ones, and if you got them mean spots, and little spots are aggressive, they will kill this. But I've got a crawl color, just a regular crawl color, with a pack a chunk trailer on here. But what this does is this allows to stand up, and you can stroke it, or you can just work it, drag it along the bottom. But it works both ways. The reason I use a football head jig on the ledges is it stands up better, and it goes through the rocks better. Just goes through rocks better if you're fishing deep rock piles. And I think it imitates a crawl a little bit better. But if I'm like up shallow, flipping and pitching jig, like on laydowns, you can't beat that. But football head jig for the ledges, I love it. You can catch some big ones, and you can catch your medium-sized ones. So yeah, narrowing down to this. Alright, last but not least, guys, I'll have to say it's my favorite thing to do on the ledges. Ledge fishing is probably my favorite thing unless it's in the spring and I'm fishing shallow and they're really hot. But everybody knows this tactic. Everybody knows that it always catches fish. I don't have my 6XDs with me. I got them in the house, and I bought a H2O Express. When that dives to about 22 feet, it does real good. But I'm just gonna. Everybody knows. Here they are, deep diving crankbaits, man. Everybody knows that this is always hot on the ledges during the summer. During midday, I'm down there on the river, and I was throwing deep diving crankbaits, and I caught a 4-pound largemouth. But that largemouth, when I was reeling it just stopped, and then I just knew it was a big one. So you ain't really got to set the hook, just reel and lift up on him. But they were really killing these crankbaits. I ain't got the one that I was tearing them up on. I broke it off on the last day, which really sucked. But I went to Academy the next day after I left and bought one. And then I bought a few more H2O Expresses. I just ain't got them with me. They're in the house. This one right here is a great bait. It is a great bait. It's called the Suspend crankbait right there. As you can see, it says Suspend on the side. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it says Suspend. I really like a light color or a bright color like this down there on the deep ledges. They just seem to kill it. It seems to imitate the shad really good. They love this crankbait. They love these crankbaits, and it does amazing. Don't be afraid to throw these big crankbaits because they will catch big fish. But also, I caught a 1.5-pound spot on these big crankbaits. So don't be afraid to throw these guys. They are amazing. But these are probably my favorite things to do. I'm a big fan of Livingston lures. This is the newer one that has the bait fish action in it, and it's also got rattles, but it has that bait fish sound. And I found out also that the eyes of it light up red, and I don't know how it. See that? It done it. I don't see how I do that, but every once in a while it'll do it. but I still haven't figured it out. I'll look it up. But the eyes turn red. I mean, this is awesome. This bait will, I mean, you can crush them with it. This one only dives to 15 foot. I like the ones that dive 20 foot and over, but when I'm fishing shallower ledges, I throw this on. But most of it, there it goes again. Those red lights. I don't know what it is, but this one right here is probably my best because I fish deeper ledges like 22, 20 or over, and this bait gets down there and it digs up stuff. I'm telling you, when it's going along, I notice when it's going along and it's ticking bottom, it don't just dig down and dive in it more. It just stays up like that and flutters off better than other crankbaits that I've seen. And it's got the curved up bill, which every deep diving crankbait really has that, but I think that makes it dive a lot deeper. But this one, I've caught a few fish on it. It's basically like a 6XD, and I like the 6XD better than this one, but I like this one a lot though. But I like the 6XD and the H2O Express better than these deep divers that I've had. But they're in the house, and I'm just gonna keep them in there until I go fishing. But I'm gonna be going to Oliver tomorrow with my best bud Isaac. He's in the channel with me. We're gonna try to get on some fish for a tournament down there that we got August 15th. So wish us luck. That was the ledge fishing stuff. I'm probably gonna make it 2 separate videos. So then I'll show you my top 5 shallow water fishing stuff. If you like these videos, comment, like, and subscribe, and we will keep on making these videos. Thank you guys for watching.